to me. Oh, look what you've done to me. Oh, look what you've done to me. Oh, look what you've done to me.
G'day everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Now in this one, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make beautiful melodies for artists such as Bryson, TILLER or POLO G inside of FL Studio. If you are new here though, I would greatly appreciate it if you do punch that subscribe button for me. And while you're at it, you might as well flick that bell so you get notified every single time that I upload a video. But with that one being said, let's get into FL Studio and let's deconstruct this sample. Okay, so here we are inside of FL Studio, and as you can see with this sample, we honestly kept it really simple. Now we are working in the key of B minor at a BPM of 94, and the first element that comes in from Contact, and the preset that we are using with that one is the Noir Felt in Concert Felt Bank. Now the pattern with that one is something really simple. We are simply just utilizing 3 chords. Now what I mean by that one, the first chord, given the fact that we are working in B minor, is obviously going to be a B minor triad. In this case, we made it a B minor 7th. The next chord coming in is an F sharp minor 7th. That gets followed up with a G major 7th before we copy the F sharp minor 7th yet again to end the chord progression. We copy, paste that one over, and we end up with a foundation that sounds like so. Now to make the piano sound a little bit more human, we obviously played with the velocities, we played with the strum, and then we also humanized it by going up to this arrow over here. We went to tools, and then we went to the humanize script, where it just randomizes everything to make it sound as human as possible. Going on to the effects with the piano though, really simple, as we just have an EQ come in where we're rolling off some of the low end. A soothe comes in where we are using the full range piano mid-side preset. Then we have a compressor that comes in just to level the sound off a bit. Going on to the next element of this sample, it comes in from Contact yet again, and we are using the exact same piano bank, the In Concert Felt. Now all we're doing with this one is playing a really simple top line. Now the reason that I have 2 instances of the exact same piano is because I wanted to drown this one out. Going on to the pattern though, we start with an F sharp, which then gets bumped up an octave. We go down to E, we go C sharp to D, working with that semitone yet again, working our way back down the semitone going to C sharp before we end the pattern on the F sharp. The next part we do have a little bit of variance, yet again starting with the F sharp, bumping it up an octave. Then we go G down to E to F sharp. We have that little passing note instead of just going directly down the semitone. That part of the pattern ends by going E down to the C sharp. And in context, this is what the top line sounds like. Just a really simplistic top line melody. Going on to the effects with it though, we start off with another EQ where we are rolling off a lot of the low end. Then we have a compressor that comes in just to level the sound off a bit. Now both pianos get routed over to this reverb bus. The first piano that we have has a mix of 40%, but then the second one has a mix of 80%. Like I said, we wanted the second one to be drowned out more, have more reverb applied on top of it. Going on to the next element of this sample, it is the guitar one shot that I have made. Now, if you do want to download this one, I'll be leaving a free download link in the description. It is part of an upcoming serum bank and one shot kit of mine. Now, the pattern that we are playing is honestly something really simple. As you can see, to begin with, we are starting on the root note, which is the B. We go up to the F sharp before we go down to the C sharp. For the next part of the pattern, we do something a little bit different. We start on the B, but then we have a sliding note going up to the F sharp. For the final note in this melody, we go F sharp down to the E. But in context, this is what the guitar sounds like. As you can hear, it is something really simplistic yet really beautiful. Going on to the effects with the guitar, we start with a guitar rig, and the preset that we are using with that one is the ambient shimmer. The next element that comes in is a CLA guitar stereo, which we are using the electric space tone. After the CLA, we bring in an EQ where we're getting rid of a lot of low end. A soothe comes in afterwards, which we are using the preset Tame the Cab. And then last but not least, we have another compressor come in, just leveling off the sound. Going on to the next element of this sample, it comes in from Serum. And the preset that we are using with that one is the low rumble. Now, if you do want to download this bass and many others, I'll be leaving a free download link to it in the description. Go over there, cop it, have some fun. Now, the pattern that we are playing with that one is really simple, as we are just following the root notes of the chords, where it goes B to F sharp to G, ending on the F sharp. And in context, this is what the bass sounds like. Just a really simplistic bass line with that one. Going on to the effects with it, we honestly kept it really simple. First of all, we have an EQ where we are getting rid of a lot of high end. And then last but not least, we have a compressor come in, just taming the sound. Going on to the final two elements of this sample, they both come in from Splice, and they are both vocals. The first vocal sounds like so. And the second vocal sounds like so.
Oh, look what you've done to me. Oh, look what you've done to me.
But yeah, that is how you can make beautiful melodies for artists such as Bryson TILLER or Polo G inside of FL Studio. If you are new here, I would greatly appreciate it if you do punch that subscribe button for me. And while you're at it, you may as well flick that bell so you get notified every single time that I upload a video. If you do want to download this sample and many others, I'll be leaving a link to my Artist Connect in the description. And if you too want to start sending your own loops out to Billboard producers around the globe, I'll be leaving an affiliate link in the description as well. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time for another video.